Peace to all the gods and the earths, word is bond. I want to send all my high vibrations to you, my frequencies and my positive energy to y'all. I want to hope that y'all been doing very good for yourselves and acting in a very good and positive manner and building instead of destroying. Because by you building positive, that takes away all negative. Just like a fire, if you suffocate a fire from oxygen, it has nothing to fuel itself. Therefore, it takes it out. So if you go out trying to destroy, that mindset is really going to destroy yourself because you're surrounding yourself with negative energy and stuff like that. So if you go out building, by you building positive, that allows no room for negative stuff to exist, which therefore accomplishes more. Instead of trying to destroy, you building nothing. But if you go on building, that automatically destroys any negative stuff if you build in the right and correct and positive and righteous way. So I just want to give y'all this video. I ain't made a video in a little bit. I did upload a video I think last week, but that video was made some months ago and stuff. But I just want to send y'all all my high vibrations, my frequencies, my understanding, everything that's positive I want to give to y'all. And hopefully y'all been taking care of yourselves and doing it perfectly as y'all can. Alright? Hopefully y'all been drinking water, eating 1 time a day. Well, if you can get sun, I'm in the Midwest. I can't get no sun. If y'all in a place where y'all can, get as much sun as y'all can. And like I said, way back when the summer first started, before that, y'all have to stock up on sun, which I've done. I did as best as I can, but this winter, can't get no sun, so I have to do whatever I can. Hopefully y'all been drinking y'all ginger teas or any sort of thing that will elevate your immune system. Hopefully y'all been staying analytical and viewing things in a point where y'all can really dissect and understand what that means and being cautious and not trusting the devil. Hopefully y'all, been standing on your own and standing on your own views and morals and not selling your soul and violating your own morals and stuff. Hopefully y'all been standing up for yourselves. Hopefully y'all haven't took the vaccine. If y'all have, I don't really care. That's y'all life, not mine. But my advice to you is don't take that stuff. But yeah, I just want to make this quick video. Well, first, let me finish my introduction. But peace to all the gods and the earths, word is bond, and assalamu alaikum to anybody who's watching this video. But I want to make this video real quick because I didn't just woke up. It's pretty late. It's 12 o'clock. But yesterday I had kind of a later night and stuff. But I woke up. I got done my meditation and I was just building. That's kind of what I do. Whenever I'm first able to, I kind of build either during my meditation or just after I'm done. But I was building on today's mathematics. That's what I was building about. Because I just found out what today's mathematics is. I know what the daily mathematics are, but to know specifically what day. And I'll explain that to you in a second. But yeah, I want to actually make a quick note about videos. So I think I made a video on today's mathematics and stuff. I was kind of out of pocket on making that video. Not out of pocket, I had good intentions, but now I realize that before I should start teaching mathematics, because when I taught that lesson, that was my first gain understanding of it. And back then, I didn't even know that you had to have that sort of understanding of a lesson in order to actually know it and become a 5%er. So I didn't even fully know what a true 5%er was back then, So I'm still in the process of learning. So I'll teach y'all what I know. But back then, I didn't even know that you had to know things. I just thought, you had to just know it by heart and that's it. But you have to actually have understanding of that. And I was starting to get that. That's when I first got that understanding. So I kept reading my daily mathematics over and over. And then I started to, because I don't have an enlightener. And that's one thing they actually say you need in order to be a 5%er is an enlightener, a person to actually teacher for you, because the only one who's self-taught is the great Mahdi. Allah coming in person, and Mahdi means one who's self-taught. I'm not him. And none of us are. That's why we needed actual teachers to show us. But I kept on reading and then I'm like, hold up, I see how these all interlock and stuff. And this was whenever I made the video, I think called Daily Mathematics and stuff. But I made that video. And that's when I was just reading it over and over again, trying to learn it, because I thought that's what you had to do. But then I'm like, I see how this all it's like it all connects to each other. It's like a ladder or a line. But then eventually, and that's when I first got it. But then I eventually started watching many YouTube videos because, I don't have any enlighteners, and I don't know any enlighteners that live in Minnesota or live in my area, you know. But I started watching other gods, firstborns, people who been have knowledge of self and actually know all of it. Because in order to be a 5%er, you have to either know every single lesson by heart, or well enough that you know it by heart. But not only, being able to recite it, that's none of it. You have to actually know what it means. You have to know, and have your own understanding. Because for every single person, it's going to be different. Just like ciphers a circle consisting of 360 degrees of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, there's going to be a different viewpoint for every single person who's looking through that. I might see it from this degree. I'm going to see it, you're going to see it from that degree. So there isn't one right answer for it and stuff. But yeah, you have to have your own understanding of it. You have to know how they, be able to see that, because that teaches you how to look through other things and see how different things are connected and not be deceived. So that's why we're taught that way. But in order to be a 5%er, you have to have that understanding so well that you can say it without looking at a sheet of paper that says it, Or you have to be in the process of learning that. And the one thing where I kind of got messed up on is the process of teaching. I was just like, okay, I got to teach. Well, that is true, but also it is false. Yet the best point is to teach is when you've learned every single lesson. You've learned all of it, because you want to be able to know it so well that if a person hears you talk about it, they're gonna know he knows what he's talking about. You want to be able to show them. I don't want to say convince, because convince kind of sounds like you're trying to sell somebody, and you're not. But what you're trying to sell somebody on is the truth. You're not trying to con them, you're trying to better them. So you want to be able to be so good that you can bring understanding in people. That's why I made my name Supreme Truth and Master. Because Master, number 13, M, Master is one who possesses 360 degrees of pure mathematics and brings about understanding. I may have got that a little messed up. I'm kind of rusty on my alphabet and stuff. I'm not rusty on it. I kind of am, but I know it deep down. But sometimes I just kind of get jumbled up with it. But yeah, but a master, you go, that's also why I made my new name, my Islamic name, Emir, my righteous name. So I had to take away the devil's name that was given to me. But I made it Emir. And that was my nickname, and I just found it. The Arabic word for ruler, what it means, ruler, king, master, but ruler and stuff. I made that, and it was before I even had knowledge of self, or even, I knew what the 5% was, but I didn't have no clue what the, 120 was, any of our lessons. But then I'm like, this is a dope ass name, and it means ruler. But then I found out, when I was studying the Supreme Alphabet, I seen ruler, R. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's early, you sometimes get stuff jumbled up. That's no excuse for it. But number 14, R, ruler, rule or ruler. Rule is the standard regulation of law set to govern the group people in the kingdom. Ruler is the one who sets forth the law in order to show and prove he masters all. Oh no, I'm kidding. Ruler is the one who sets forth the law in the land which his family exists in. I said that wrong and stuff, but I'm just trying to, But basically, when I first read that lesson, when I gained understanding, it's like, I kind of noticed, I'm like, well, I already picked this name, but this kind of shows me. And what that lesson means, rule or ruler, is, it's not saying like, oh, if you're a king, you have to do this. Because obviously we're not going to have our own, well, in a sense, yes, but, I'm not going to be the king of a country and have all that. But what it means is, or what I took away from it, is that basically you have to be the ruler of your own life. You can't let another man come into your own kingdom, your life, and then tell you what to do, or you have to think for yourself. You can't let other people dictate that for you. And to give you an example, it's kind of like your house. Your house would be your kingdom. That's where your family exists. You're not going to let another man come in with his shoes on, do what he wants, drinking out the carton, doing that. No, that's your house. You rule it. If you have a house, you're going to be the man of the house, because that's your own house. That's your kingdom. So why you wouldn't let some random person come in being like that, with all the craziness? So why would you allow that with your life and stuff? And it's also one of the lessons, I think in 1 through 36, which is what I'm currently on and stuff. But I might go back, just to make sure that I can really memorize them enough so I can know. Because I have an understanding of them. That's beside the point. But yeah, the only way you can get over a man in his home is if you evict him. Because you can't get over a man in his own home. That's his house. Just like I said, you're not gonna let a person come in, start doing stuff, putting his feet up on the table. No, that's your house. So you have to be that way with your life and the way that you act. You cannot let other people, influence you other than Allah and righteousness. You have to think for your own self. Don't just, don't rely on what other people think. You have to be self-sufficient and, be able to do that stuff for self. So yeah, but yeah, the name ruler, that fit me. When I seen it, I'm like, that's kind of crazy how I picked a name not even knowing what it was, but then when I found understanding of it, of the lesson ruler, that fit me. That's why I keep it. And then I kind of got sidetracked, but I'm gonna go back onto to my main point and stuff. This video is about today's math, or what everyday's math is. So I always heard that. I know what the daily mathematics are and stuff, but I never knew like specifically what like each day had different mathematics assigned to it or something like that. And I didn't know. There's this, I forgot what this guy's name is, but this one guy, I'll put his YouTube channel link in the description. He has much knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. But that God, I kept on watching the videos because he kept making videos on, today's math is this, and that. And I'm like, I still don't know what it means. Like, is there a certain lesson I gotta study to, and it tells me like, Monday is this, Tuesday is that, Wednesday is that. I kept on like what? So I just watched his many videos, and I kind of had a thought in my head. I'm like, what if this correlates to the number? Like let's say it's the first, it's gonna be knowledge. Let's say it's the 22nd, it's gonna be knowledge, wisdom. Let's say it's, or not knowledge, the 22nd would be wisdom. But so I kind of thought that, and I kept watching the videos, and I looked at the date they was uploaded, and it matched up. And then in one video he explained it, and he said just that. So I'm like, oh, so just like today, it's the 25th. So that would be wisdom, power, refinement, and stuff. So then this was a couple days ago, like I think on Sunday or Monday when I first found out about this and stuff. But yeah, I was watching that, and then that God brought that understanding upon me. So now I know and stuff, right? And all that. So this is why I wanted to make a video. So for any other young gods out there, or old gods, no matter who you is, but they don't know it. When somebody asks you what's today's math, that's what it is. So I'll give you another example. What if it's the 17th? Well, number 7, that'd be, forgive me, I'm still, hold up, 17, that'd be knowledge, it's number 7. I'm trying to think, because if 4, 5, 6, 7 would be God. I'm tweaking. I just told myself this, but yeah, number 7, that's God and stuff. So knowledge is the foundation of everything in existence. Knowledge is since the sun is the foundation of the solar system. Like the Asiatic black man is the foundation of his family. Knowledge is to look, listen, and observe. Knowledge is the first step towards righteousness. And number 7, God is the. I just told myself this lesson, and I'm stumbling, but it don't matter. But God is the black man from Asia. He's the original man, meaning origin of all, the maker, the owner, the builder, and destroyer. So that's what that means. That's number 17. But let's get on to today's mathematics. If I believe it's the 25th, I know it's the 25th because I just, well, I don't need to check the date. I know it's the 25th. So if it's 25th, that'd be 2 and 5. So power or refinement, that's number 5. And number 2 is wisdom. So I want to just kind of break this down and tell y'all today's mathematics. So when we look at wisdom, wisdom is the wise words spoken by the wise man. Wisdom is a manifestation of the foundation, which is the knowledge. And then what's power? Refinement. Power is the manifestation of truth. I was just telling myself this stuff, but I'm forgetting. But I'm not forgetting. I'm just getting jumbled up in my head. But power is the manifestation of truth, thus placing yourself into a state of awareness as righteousness. That's cleaning yourself of all devilish negativity. Refinement is clothing you wear once a person is refined. And he is divine and has the power to destroy devilish men. Yeah, power is the manifested truth. But yeah, basically them two things. And I could cut this part out because normally when I can just say that stuff like that. So I could have cut this part out, but I don't do that. I'm all about truthfulness. If this was a real life interaction, you might fuck up, you might stumble in a real life interaction. So I'm giving it to you as real as I can. I'm not about this and that, unrealness. But I'm gonna give you a slight breakdown of it. But how do those two correlate? 25, 2 and 5. Well, if you look at wisdom, well, the full 3, knowledge is the foundation. And once you've manifested that, or once you start building from a foundation, because you've already established it, that's knowledge. You've got your foundation, a very strong foundation, to support what you're building from it. And then once you start to build, that turns into wisdom. Because wisdom, so wise one spoke about a wise man. And wisdom is the manifestation of the foundation, which is the knowledge. And that manifestation, once you start building from it, and the final product is understanding. So there might be knowledge here, but then you have to apply it. Start thinking about that stuff, and then once you have full understanding of it, the final product of what you're building, that's understanding. And it's kind of the same with power. Power is a state of awareness that is righteousness, thus cleaning yourself of all your devilish negativity. Refinement is the clothing you wear once persons refined. Oh, I messed it up back there, so don't listen to what I said. But power is a state of awareness that is righteousness. That's cleaning yourself. Oh no, power is to manifest the truth, thus placing yourself into a state of awareness as righteousness. I'm all over the place today, but we're gonna roll with it. But yeah, power is to manifest the truth. So in order to get power, you're manifesting the truth, which you could say it would be like knowledge. And so that's the second part. And the second part is wisdom. That's when you start the process of building And power would be like that end product. Because power is when you manifest the truth. Power, that's like the second step. Power is when you manifest the truth. And then the final product is righteousness. That's placing you into awareness of righteousness. And then you have the power to destroy it. All right, let me back that. But yeah, that places you into a state of awareness that is righteousness. You hear me? And that shows you how it's like number 2, which is the wisdom, and then power is a state of awareness, which is righteousness. Thus, I'm still kind of messing up. I'm gonna still upload this video, but yeah, it kind of shows how that's the second part. So once you started building. So yeah, once you start building, that's when you're manifesting through something, just like how wisdom is the manifestation of the knowledge. That's when you start the building process, and then when you're done, that's when once you completed that, and that in turn goes to understanding or power, because understanding brings you power. You cannot enslave a man who knows the truth. So if you have that truth within you, the power, you have understanding, you have power over being enslaved. The only way you can be tricked by a devil is if you fool yourself. It's the only way a righteous Muslim can be fooled by the devil and stuff like that. And then I just got a little notification, but anyways. And then let's look at refinement. Refinement is a clothing wear. Once a person is refined, and he is divine and has the power to destroy devilish men. Well, when you look at that, how does that correlate with wisdom? Well, what are the necessities of life? Food, clothing, and shelter. Clothing is a clothing from unawareness. So if refinement is a clothing you wear, if you're out here naked and afraid, because clothing is to clothe you from unawareness. So you no longer out there, you have understanding, and that shows the full process, which is demonstrated in power or refinement. Power is to manifest the truth, that's placing yourself into a state of awareness as righteousness, that's cleaning yourself. And then refinement is a clothing wear. Once a person is refined, and he is divine and has the power to destroy devilish men. So once you got that clothing on you, that shows your transition from starting off from building and then that final product and stuff. So that's how that kind of plays into it. And knowledge, I'm being jumbled up again, but refinement is clothing you. When once a person is refined, then he is divine. So once he has that, you know, he has protect. He's no longer unawareness, because once you submit fully to the will of Allah, He makes you fearless. He takes away any fear from you or any grief that you have, and He gives you contentment. You're no longer like guessing, oh, what's this, what's that, or you're no longer unaware or afraid or anything like that. So that's how that kind of plays into it. And 5 minutes of clothing, when this person is refined, he is divine. So it kind of shows you, once you've gotten your, knowledge is the clothing. Once you start to put on the clothing, that's like the wisdom. And then once you've already gotten everything and you've walked out into the world and that clothing has protected you, that's the end product, is the understanding. And that 5 minutes clothing, once a person is refined, he is divine. That makes you a divine person, a person with understanding. It has a power to destroy devilishly. And that's how that kind of plays into each other. Now, then when you think about it like this, 2 and 5, what's 2 plus 5? That's 7, which equals God. God is the supreme being, black man from Asia. He's the original man, meaning the origin of all, the maker, the owner, the builder, and destroyer. Well, how does that play in? Well, if the black, like I'm telling y'all, the truth, power is to manifest the truth. And when number 7, which is God, well, God is the black man, the supreme being, black man from Asia. He is I'm getting stumbled up, but the supreme being, black man. What is the identification of black man? It's truth. Just like truth is square. Truth is to be exact. Square is to be. Truth is the exact identification of the black man. Square is to be right and exact. So if the exact identification of the black man is truth, that just shows you manifesting the truth. To place yourself into a state of awareness as righteousness. And once you place yourself into that state of awareness and you're operating on that level, that just shows truth is or manifesting that truth turns into understanding, which is the final product. So wisdom and truth are kind of, in the same, are that like second stop, that building process and all that. But let's go back to number 7, how that ties in to 2 and 5. That's God. And if the black man is God, and that means, well, what's the true essence of the black man, which is truth, righteousness, and freedom, justice, and equality. So that just goes to show you, once we build from that truth, which is a part of us, there's no sin, that a black man is committed in the past, present, or even thought of, that he can't be reformed of. So therefore, he is righteous in essence, and he might not be righteous by practice, but he is righteous in essence. That's what because black man is God. We were made. We might not be righteous through practice, but we might be righteous in essence, and that essence is that of his creator, which is perfection. Because, Allah made us in the image and likeness of him, which is the original black nation, the black man from Asia. So if truth is what makes us up, that's how it ties number 7, God. God's supreme being, black man from Asia. He is the maker, the owner, the builder, and destroyer. We're the God of the universe, you feel me? And we create everything on the planet Earth. So that's how that kind of shows it. And then when you look at 2-5, like 25, that's what's it called? Number 25, why? In the supreme, when you look at supreme alphabet, number 25 is why. A question asked by anyone who wants to know the answer. Well, how does that relate to 7 and 2 and 5, which are today's mathematics, wisdom, and power, and refinement? Well, why is a question asked by anyone who wants to know the answer? That's kind of like wisdom, because the knowledge, is what you've been presented with. But then when you say why, because you want to know the answer, you say why. You like, I want to know. What's with this? That kind of represents the wisdom, because this knowledge is here. Just because there's knowledge doesn't mean it's applied to you. But once you pick that up and you start trying to figure that out, that's the only way you can get to understanding, is by why? The understanding isn't there from the get-go. You have to get to that. So the why represents the wisdom. So you start working through it. You're like, okay, why? And then that final answer, represents the final product. You know, there's the question in the first place. There's a question in the first place. There's the wisdom, question, which is the knowledge. The wisdom, or why, which is the wisdom. And then the understanding is the question that was answered. You feel me? So that's how number 25, why, is a question asked by anyone who wants to know the answer. And I just want to say this entire video, because I'm very new at this and stuff. But I just kind of wanted to break this down and have this for anyone to gain any knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I didn't do the best way of explaining it, because I don't know. Whenever I feel like I'm talking to other people, I don't yet have the best way of really conveying my message and stuff. Like, just before this video, I broke it all down by speaking out loud and stuff. Like I was talking to myself. I was speaking out loud, and it was great. That's why I made this video, because I did that. I'm like, I want to actually do this in the video, but I'm not yet there where I'm able to really. And it's kind of crazy how I just did that there, but I'm not really able to do it to the same effect in a video. So that's kind of why I made this video, so I can work on that, and eventually I'll be able to do it just like I'm talking to myself. Because when I talk to myself, I did that, no problem. And there wasn't really a problem in this video. It's just I feel as if the way I can convey my message wasn't in the best way it could have been. But that's why in order for us to really be true teachers, we have to know all of our lessons, so that we are able to actually bring understanding and become the master. So that's what I'm working on. That's why I made this video and stuff. So I'm not a teacher yet, but I'm teaching y'all what I do know. That's why I gave y'all in this video. So I just want to give y'all this little video. And also, I think it's Thanksgiving today. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, man. I've been not celebrating because it's a very demonic holiday and stuff. And I just want to tell y'all a little bit about it. And actually, I'm fasting right now, because at the end of every month I do a 3-day fast. And if y'all do not know what that is, that's a 3-day fast would be where you do not eat for 2 days, and on the third day, when you don't eat for 3 days, and then on the third day, so no food for 2 days, and on the third day you break your fast and stuff. Because fasting counts the day that you break your fast. That's why there's no such thing as a 1-day fast. You can't, if you eat in the same day that you fast, that it makes no sense, because it counts the day that you fast. So you have to at least go a single day without eating. So a 2-day fast would be not eating for 1 day. Then, because me, I start eating at 5 o'clock through 7 o'clock. I don't eat past 7 o'clock. Once it turns 8, I stop eating. So let's say I don't eat for 1 day, then on the next day at 5 o'clock I eat. That'd be a 2-day fast. And then if I don't eat for 2 days, and on the third day I start eating at 5 o'clock, that'd be a 3-day fast. So that's what I'm on. I'm on the third day. So I'm finna make some navy bean soup and break my fast today. But yeah. But anyways, I think I'm pretty sure it's Thanksgiving, but I don't celebrate. It's a very demonic holiday. I'll link a video about the Pequot Massacre, because that's where this holiday first came from. It was first celebrated. I think it was 1637. It was in the 1600s and stuff. But basically, some uncivilized devil Europeans came and massacred the Pequot tribe, which was a melanated black tribe of Indians, natives and stuff. Because they don't, even when you search it up, it's very hard to find information or even pictures of black Native Americans. You can still find it. It's out there, but it's very hard, which I believe is made intentionally. I know it's made intentionally, but it's very hard to find stuff on black natives and stuff. But yeah, Pequot tribe was one of many, because black people were here. We wasn't brought here through slavery. The black man has been on every single part of the planet Earth before anyone else. That's why the Earth belongs to the black man and stuff. But there were black natives. Not all the natives were, brown and straight hair. There were black natives who had, nappy hair and the same genetics as us. Because black man was in Europe before everybody, America, South America, Africa. Africa is mistakenly called that. It's really Asia, East Asia. We were in every part of the earth and stuff. But anyways, there's a black native tribe, the Pequot tribe, and then the uncivilized devils, the Europeans, the white Europeans came in the 1600s. I think, I forgot specifically what the date was. I think it was 1633, 37 or something like that. But they came and then they massacred all of them. They burned down their whole thing, killed the women and children, killed everybody from it. And then after that, in Massachusetts, the mayor basically declared Thanksgiving and stuff. And it wasn't just, a whole bunch of different tribes and villages was also killed, and that's why I started celebrating it. And I'll link a video which actually talks about that. And you can search up the Pequot massacre and stuff, and Thanksgiving, and you can find out about that. But I don't celebrate this demonic holiday. I don't go out wasting my money and shit. Oh, also it's gonna be a pretty long video, but I really want to tell y'all some valuable information and stuff. But yeah, they want you to go out wasting money on all this food and unhealthy things to eat during Thanksgiving and stuff, and all this stuff is meant to waste your money, make you unhealthy, and celebrate a demonic holiday, which I do not support and stuff. But also, this day and time we're living in, there's many shortages, and I've known this before I even had this YouTube channel, and I've told this a while ago, and I told y'all, and it would happen, and it's happening now. But all of the food shortages which are going on and taking place, I told y'all should have been stocking up on food and water and other necessities. Like, because now there's gas shortages, there's electronic shortages of many kinds. You look on the food shelves, everything's so much more expensive, way more expensive, and everything's like out. And I've shown y'all the proof and information before, way before this shit even happened. And I knew this even before I had this YouTube channel years ago, you know. And I've been studying all this stuff, and I've tried to tell y'all this knowledge. So hopefully y'all been stocking up on food. That's what y'all should do. And also, because this day and time we're in, that's why they're marking up everything even more. Because Thanksgiving's coming along, everything's gonna be expensive as fuck and hard to get. So you're gonna go out wasting all your money when y'all should be saving up y'all money. Be very frugal with y'all money. Don't spend it unless y'all need to. Save up as much money as y'all can. Don't unnecessarily spend it. And also for these holidays and Christmas and stuff, don't buy anything that it's designed to waste your stuff. Because we're gonna have no more money left, and everything's so expensive. We're gonna have no food and all that left. So be very smart with your stuff, and be very analytical, and be able to view and see these things before it even happens, like how I was able to. But I just want to tell y'all that hopefully y'all keep drinking very much water. Hopefully y'all keep building and meditating. You know, that's what I do for this video. Most of the time I meditate when I wake up, but it don't matter. You have to meditate, connect with your higher self. Get sun if you can. I don't have access to sun, but it is what it is. Build your immune system. Hopefully y'all keep y'all high vibrations, y'all very good frequencies, and y'all positive energy. Keep building positive to destroy all negative. Keep being everything great, and pray to Allah and do everything that you can. Allahu Akbar. I just wanted to say that, because Allah is the greatest. Almighty God Allah is the greatest and most highest. And I want to just say, you know, I love y'all. I'm sending all my love to y'all. And be very conscious of things and analytical and stuff, and protect yourself, because things are going to get down to you, you know, are really going to start testing you and stuff, testing your faith and your morals. But, you know, one thing I say, you know, you might feel as if you're alone or you're lonely. Me, I'm always alone, but I'm never lonely. Alone, but never lonely. That's something I go by, and I heard countless other people who have similar viewpoints to mine and similar ways of life or ways of thinking say the same exact thing, you know. And don't let people scare you into nothing, because when you fully submit to the will of Allah, He rewards you by removing all fear. You're fearless, and, you know, making sure you will never experience grief again, you know. So that's what He does. So don't let these devils and all these demonic things possess you and make you fearful and stuff. Don't let them cross you whatsoever. Don't let them try to scare you into taking a vaccine. I'm fucked up. I already said the word, the V word, but don't mess up like that. Stick to your own morals and do not violate them, because that's selling your soul. Stand on what you believe in and keep building and being about truth. All right. Peace to all the gods in the earth's word is bond. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. I just want to say, I don't know, keep y'all vibrations up and protect your energy. And also don't be jacking off and watching porn. I think I'm like on day 80 of not wasting my energy. That's a long time addiction I've had is porn and jacking off, but you know, I told myself, I'm not gonna ever watch porn and jack off until I'm able to get some pussy. I know I know this video kind of just went on to all different stuff, but basically, but it's not even just that. It's very more other reasons, but it's, you know, an addiction which I had and a vice which was draining my energy and lowering my vibrations. But it's been, I think, like 80 days or 79 days since I've last nutted. I've saved up my energy. I'm feeling great. I'm operating on a high level, and I was able to shake the demon off my back. So, just operate at a very high level, you know. Peace to all the gods on earth, word is bond. Assalamu alaikum.